All right, ladies and gents, it's time to get a little bit excited.
Yeah.
I know it's a little early, but we can get a little rowdy. There we go. Southeast start to northwest. That keeps a lot available here. You're going to see teams happy with this. All their routes are in play. So let's see what they go for, because there's been talk of assassins coming out. Teams eyeing up exactly what others go for.
Absolutely, and you want to go north early. You saw a lot of these teams move sooner than you're used to. That's because of the nature of the choke points. There's a couple of choke points areas that are able to cross, but that is it. And at that time, you're going to see teams in each one of those spots locking it down so they can get free kills. 10 points per kill means use a choke point.
DC are still in a phenomenal position. Their rotate times and positions were great. They're going to be the ones to probably either take on a few teams trying to get to them, but Zaki is completely unoccupied. Absolutely. Now keep in mind that TSM landed around this area. They know that no one went further north than them.
No.
Oh no, the
Kraken,
driving.
the spin out.
That is not good. Kraken's going to be spraying down. He goes for the reload on this. I'm not sure if that was the right choice, but he's still going to try and set this one on fire. The player's going to be in trouble here. Profi has to be so careful. There could be players anywhere near him at this point. He's using the car for cover, trying to run down with it. Smart choice, but there's not much cover nearby. And Profi knows that he's sweating bullets. There's fire coming in. He needs to get to cover. 2 more bullets would do it, but he makes it to the tree. Takes a second to breathe, and he's still alive. That's
an example of the difference between a pro and a pub. He kept his head about him. He followed the car in no matter what happened and made sure he used it to get to cover. Will he get out of cover? Hard to say.
Yeah.
He's definitely pinned down between a rock and a hard place.
Being smart about this, having a good approach, good mentality.
AMPR's that kind of player. Let's jump over to Simzy, coming in hard. This is what Penta's known for. He's great at breaches, and he's a very aggressive player. Going to go right into the shack, grenades aplenty, wipes out a team. Very clean play by Simzy. FaZe
aren't stopping either. You can see them taking down Leighton and actually putting him down as well. That's another team actually killing him, but nice work from Chappie towards the lines. Is there going to be anyone else? Oh my god, they're going for the peak. That's insanity. Chappie now prones down, denies line of sight, goes back in for more, but he can't get it done. Sigsy loves a good fight, and he's going to find that so easy. Now his teammates are around him. He might look for a revive if there's any chance there isn't. They're down, they're done. Now more. What is that nade coming through? That's exceptional work. So many kills coming in. 53 alive now. Monkey's doing damage. He's just being the assassin wherever he can. Being a nuisance, being a pain. They have the problem from Penta, who took the initiative and moved first, putting the smokes down. They now need to make their move and make it count. A couple of lines of sight, they have to be careful, hence the prone here. They don't want to be seen on this area that's so open.
It's very open, so you see these late pushes by the teams just staying out of the blue. Ninja Pajamas suffering because of that. Luminosity might actually benefit by sneaking in after the fight, but here comes James, throws up a nice nade to try and make the push happen. Wants to push up on X. X didn't see the grenade coming. He's got to be very careful here. James is a great shot, a good sniper, and a better breacher.
He's flanking on the blue side. This is so aggressive. This is incredible stuff from him. He's going in solo. 2 players in front. He's not sure if they're still on the blue side, but he needs to back away, needs to be cautious. He was going down a bit of a limb. You know they want to be aggressive, but maybe you've got to kind of keep it in check. The rest of the NIP side have a nice defilade, keeping themselves humble. They can't overextend, even if they feel confident. But look at these players. They're going in on this one.
Penta knows they need kills to win, and that's what they're going to do.
He's going for this. This is sick. He's got the 4-1 as well. He can spray that down 4 times, maybe not ideal, but I'm sure he can make it work. Trying to check the ground. He wants to take the high ground on Sweater, and Sweater will be sweating bullets here. He knows he's in trouble. Bad timing on the revive. This could be an execution. Simzy, he sees it, he sprays in, and the job is done. NIP suffering at the hands of Penta.
Oh!
But there's a response. You don't get away for free at this point. Everyone knows where everyone is. Noble now moving up towards the east. TSM and Noble have the high ground, and look at this just on that other verge. I don't think they know this. Surely not. Break about to peer over the man, the king of spray. We know that. Boom's now actually in trouble. It looks like they're being fought on other fronts, and yeah, Break's put him out, lives up to the name. Sprays like a god, takes down Adaculus, but there's more there. Does he expect them so close? Will they go aggressive to try and avenge their fallen teammate? And he waits so patiently.
There's the moment.
Wait, no. Oh, the patience is incredible, but oh, maybe he waited too long. Break now knows what's going on. He's surely got an idea. And the spray is perfect again from Break. This man can't be stopped. APR now moves up. The rest of Noble took too long. Oh, it's brilliant from TSM. Holding on, fighting against the high ground teams. This is not over yet, though. They still need to move. There's still players in their way. Both teams, we've got, who do we have moving in? MF Liquid,
Tempo Storm, Miami Flamingos.
They're all moving in south side, and the crossfire starts to begin. You can see the shots now coming through on the minimap. Everyone's looking for this one. The teams in the north, sure, they've got the blue to be worried about, but right now it's running time.
It's time to get in there and go. You'll see a team like Ghost Gaming on the north wait for the last second, but Scoom is going to put the work on Flamingos. Flamingos had to move. They had no choice. They walk into the Scoom box, and he takes them down.
He does need to be careful. He's making a lot of attention look towards him, so he knows that. You can see him looking around in the periphery. Who's there? Who's watching me? Another player. Oh, Scoom, one more bullet is all he has to land.
He doesn't need 100 rounds. He just needs 10, and he takes them down. Flamingos, done. Oh, he's picked up, so this means they're going to be back into play.
But look at T-Bone. Look at this angle he's got here. He could be the complete
spoiler.
detriment. I wonder if Moleman's going to check on this. It's not something you keep in mind. No. You got Tempo Storm on the other side. T-Bone could be the thorn in their side.
T-Bone waiting for his chance, having a nice cup as he hopes that they'll come around the corner. Relaxing in the grass is a very smart play. He knows that the reses are going on, and 2 kills could mean an awful lot to Crimson at this stage of the game. The AK only needs 3 hits. Moleman! What? X-ray vision.
Sick play from Moleman. Great intuition. Now they can move up. Now they need to realize who they're up against. We've got Tempo Storm up against Liquid. 3v2. The fire comes in. Tempo Storm taking the initiative. Scoom's in trouble. He's down to a one-shot hit, trying to heal up as best he can. And now Moleman tries to provide cover, but Tempo Storm aren't stopping. They are aggressing well. They've got Scoom. Oh, Scoom! He doesn't know when he's dead. He wants this so bad. And now he's brought it down so close. Still 5 alive. Revive still possible, but not in the mines here. Scoom looking for the next victim. Who will fall? Samdi is playing the long game. He's playing the snake. He's going to just sit in that grass and play the circle.
They know this is Dre. Dre's good at pushing. Scoom slides to the outside. He wants to try to find it. Scoom takes the shot. Gets the head, baby! He goes down, making a 2v1. Samdi in the distance has vision, but no hope and no cover. He's got to go snack through the bushes and try to make his way there.
He's not even in the new circle, and he knows it. He's got to move into them, but will Scoom realize this? Will Moleman as well? Moleman's taking down his team, and it's Scoom. It's always been Scoom. 8 kills. Incredible work from Liquid. They never knew when they were dead, and they played out of their minds today. That's the first step in day 2. This is finals day. How this one unravels. So looking at the drop, we have it from south kind of veering off towards the west. So the northeast teams who maybe play out towards Yazway might have a little issue, but really there's not that many teams, so this could be quite a good one again. Might be quite condensed towards a central area.
So if you look at the map real quick, I just want to show you FaZe did get lucky after this, and they got their rotation easily. But a nice shot by Frolicker. Gets 1 knockout by Sweater. He'll be able to finish this in C9. They just have had really tough rotations today. Every time they're getting taken shots.
And you have Method up the top of the hill as well, so there's not exactly anywhere to rest. And it looks like, yeah, there's Andy coming into this. We know this guy's got firepower as well. Crunch needs to get away, but the car is burning at this point, and it doesn't seem as though he might be able to. No! Just LIP stay alive. Borg and Crunch are very lucky men at this point. He's also playing a dangerous game though. Level 1 helmet at this point out in the open. You can get plugged out here, and Andy Pyro, another victim here, running past the EG players, trying to swerve their way around. Oh! The last second, the Method boys do manage to take down one of the members of EG. That's no problem. This first circle isn't too bad. It's after this it starts to build up, and Penta eyeing up more people. The rest of Method started to struggle. 6 shots coming out from Jeems. The range on these guys as well. That's Ultra taking the final kill. Oh, Leighton is in so much trouble. He's just about hung on, but there it is. Solid FPS actually was the one to claim him in the end, so those kill steals certainly coming through. Yeah, there it is. A couple of shots coming in, waiting for them to land. You're going to have to lead those pretty well, but you can see that the tags are coming out, and that's problematic. One more bullet as he tries to find a second for cover, but there's fights elsewhere. Penta again, relentless aggression from these guys. Constantly wanting more, and that's a lot of kills to rack up here. You're going to see that Uzi coming through, and maybe if he gets a kill.
It's almost like Penta put tracking tags on everyone before this game and has been following them like a Nature Channel special as they just hunt people down one by one. Beautiful shots from Mixie. Can he finish the job? Hunter Rounds hops his way to the rocks and will hide out. And kudos to Mixie for not wasting his time too long. He immediately checks his right side to make sure he's not being flanked. But yellow is spots that are easily holdable and are going to be premium spots to get. Red is a dead zone at this time. In about 1 circle, red becomes a good spot because of the defilades that you mentioned. Yep. But for now, most of these teams are dreading moving through there. Zygo just is the man that doesn't want to quit. He's surviving for his team. He's going as deep as he can.
They're just rolling into this like absolute madmen. Smacks on the other side, but they're letting Penta take all the attention, and there it is.
They made it over the edge, but it wasn't enough.
He's gone for it, but there's a player down there, I'm pretty sure, and it is Vis taking down Solid FPS and Chappie. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You can't escape, even if you dive off the edge.
Who's just hiding out behind them. GG crossing the rocks, trying to hold their position and praying that the circle will favor them. Meanwhile, TSM and TS very close together. FaZe with a beautiful shot. That's what happens when you have so much control over so much of the map. If somebody steps into your zone, they go down.
And there's still a little bit of that building within this cover, so that's not a big problem here. But there you can see Tempo Storm and TSM starting to get into the point. And it is all Tempo Storm. APR and Break go down. And looking for any opportunity for revive. It's not going to happen. The
Rally
execution
them alive as
really
they get taken out. Beautiful play.
But Vis What's your game plan? Do you want to try and avenge him? Do you want to get a kill? Do you want to position for their cross? How are you going to play this now? Because you have to try and do everything for your team. They're in a good spot. He's going to spot out one, but he makes the peak. Just so the ridge is so dangerous, your helmet can get shredded, but he actually takes down the opponent's helmet, which is the important thing, allowing them a second or two to climb up. This is under pressure here.
Tempo and TSM, both top 5 teams fighting to try and stay in that, so getting ahead of your opponent here is very valuable, but the Blues coming in, it's going to lock them out.
He just got shredded. There's nothing you can do about that. FaZe and AA in great positions. Axe, they're going to be trying to lay down Safari, does just that. Alliance now being pushed aside. And we're going to see these teams now polarized in position.
While we were watching that transition, Penta went head-to-head with Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming knocked 2. It's going very, very quickly now.
Just around the other side, the smoke, the wall just about keeps them apart as FaZe now lock themselves in. The fights on the outskirts start to begin, and now you can see Monkey lingering forward. The timing, the nades come through. FaZe lit to the floor with mines at this point as Monkey tries to avoid, tries to let that nuke go off elsewhere, and he's forced away. FaZe hold the ground in this moment.
Got to get behind this rock, stay low, and try to go as deep as he can. He sees Hacks, he gets off a shot, but he goes forward just too fast, almost goes down, but has enough cover for a heal.
AA are taking great fights here, though. FaZe are being hammered at this point. You got players from AA all over the place. They have to circle, and oh shit!
Mixie!
He wants to do it himself, but FaZe denied. Mixie won't let this happen just yet. Fuzzface actually finding Monkey as well. Maybe we wrote FaZe out this too early. They are still holding on, still getting revives, but you can see Shadow here holding that cross, and he knows they have to get past him. He is the gatekeeper in this game. He is the man who can stop them from getting this win. FaZe want it so badly, AA as well, and now we wait 18 seconds until they
FaZe has to come out. They have to come out of a door that's covered on 3 sides. It's 3v4. They're way out, man. They're way out. Gun. They get knocked. A beautiful one because they're knocking out the time for the pickup. Another goes down. They're covered from all sides. He's going to slide up and hold the door. And here we got Oroxy covering every single angle. All we've got left is Fuzzface.
It's one man against the world here for FaZe, and he wants to do everything he can. He knows he can't. He denies them the kill by running into the blue. A smart play from him. But in the end, what a moment for these guys. AAA, they came into this as maybe not a team you'd be looking at instantly, but they've grinded so hard online, and they were desperate for that victory.
If you're going to go for Georgia Pool in this game, you're going to have to land quickly and secure some type of vehicle and mobilize over to Georgia Pool as fast as you can. A lot of these teams are going to have to redirect and try to figure out, okay, we don't get our comfort picks now. We have to figure out somewhere else that we want to go. And you can see that everybody's kind of pushing towards that western coastline as fast as they can. But there are a couple of teams that are opting into staying on this eastern push. And with a plane path like that, that's pretty risky because you can end up with a lot of teams all compacted right on top of each other.
So I guess we're going to see, we're going to get any prizes in there. Is it going to just be a Kar98 of sadness? I don't know. Let's talk about Tempo Storm, though. Maluki here has got Scoom in his sight. Scoom, ooh, JP2 gets the knock. Could see the first man down here. And SKS out of nowhere. He was taking shots onto Scoom there. That was an iron sight SKS from that range. Holy moly.
Hey, we talked about that these guys are the best of the best. And they are nailing these shots.
That was just one shot hit. There we go.
Scoom, no, instantly goes down. He comes over here trying to get some loot and gets told, no, you can't come over here. They were going to take some shots at Defiand legit, but he's on that motorcycle. He's like, nope, I'm out of here.
Well, 2 teams that still yet to move is FaZe and AAA. They were both down Milt away, but there we see X coming through, getting the knock on pretty much everyone from Crimson. And it is just Texas last man standing. He's going to get taken down by Crunch. And there goes NIP wiping out the first squad. It's Crimson Esports that go down first. If we get the map up just in a moment, you can see they're all piling past Drassel's vision. Everybody is trying to make that move into Gatco. It is a kill zone, a hot box, and everybody is getting wrecked.
And right as soon as you think that you make it through the safe spot, you're just going to run into another squad off in the distance. You can see there is no safety for all of these squads coming in. They're just collapsing into already claimed building complexes, and that just means there's going to be another fight to directly follow this one.
Interesting for me. It is something that a lot of people do tend to avoid. I'm seeing Cornshuckers here.
Nice shots.
I was about to say, Miami Flamingos have moved right in on him. Dakoko returns the favor, knocks him down, but he's going to get himself revved straight back up. But they are in buildings right next to each other. Cornshuckers, there's only 2 members in here. The rest of them, Elusive and Envy, are actually in another complex a little further away. So kind of on their own at the moment. You just saw a little glimpse of Noble up on Everest there, tracking pot shots. Elusive once again, trying to land what he can, going for the prediction shots effectively through the window.
He doesn't have a helmet and isn't a buggy that's just wide out and in the open, so he's just trying to gun through as fast as he can, and wow, look at all these people stacked up in this complex.
Penta trying to pile straight in there. You can see they're trying to force Miami Flamingos out of this as they get themselves tucked into a building, but it's not safe. It's not safe for us. It's Miami Flamingos territory, and they are holding it very strong. You can see Andy Pyro now from Method. He's going to collect a couple of kills as well, so he manages to get them shots in there, and well, Method, a team that did very well yesterday, still haven't had a big finish today. Is this their time? Look at this. You can see 4 squads in that one complex.
Corn Chuckers right now is like, what is just happening? They were caught in that fight with Miami Flamingos for so long, and all of a sudden Method just rolls up and takes care of the problem for them. Elusive finally getting that down. A little bit of vengeance back.
Energetic Turtle, you can see, just trying to peek through the cracks. Can he get anything in there? EG, they're pushing up on towards Noble. Digital Chaos, they're trying to force in. There's one complex in this circle, and there's about 5 squads trying to get in there. Monkey being one of them, all just ahead of them over the top of this ridge. It is going to be a messy, messy finish as Luminosity start picking up some kills. Liquid getting wiped out there. FaZe go down outside the play zone as well. Noble on this prime territory taking pot shots, free shots effectively on Evil Genius as they try and flank around.
This is exactly what Noble wants. They had such a good performance at Gamescom.
Oh,
Grenades going out. Daculus, is he going to hit the Kobe? And yes, he does!
On the nose. Ghoul, the only man standing. Ghoul just off the side, taking shots. Ghoul trying to turn him, but it's Noble to pick themselves up the triple kill. Now the next circle comes in, and it is completely open. It is hay bale territory for everybody as they have to move into this circle. Well, you can see AAA, they're coming out. The blue on them, they have to get moving. Digital Chaos pushing forward. There's the shot. Shadow downs Fausto. Fausto picked off. Monkey goes down outside the play zone. Luminosity, we should talk about them. They still have 4 members alive pushing in, but Noble, who are in the zone right now, have prime position once again as Digital Chaos have shots. That's AAA. They are way outside. They're going to die in the blue, I feel. And Noble looking like the ones to take this. The circle's gone towards Luminosity. Luminosity are in prime position now as the circle moves once again.
And with this, that's going to be a nice favor coming out for Luminosity.
His team alive effectively in the points, but Digital Chaos and Luminosity are going to start facing each other. Noble off in the distance. They can play real spoilers for this one as Digital Chaos push up over the ridges, but they're running headlong into the Luminosity game. In JP2, we saw him with no iron sights, taking that first shot with the SKS. He's got sights now, and he's starting to land them. But Noble, look at the kills they just got. They knocked Ninja, they took Ninja out, they got Chipsy down, and this is all going Noble's way once again, but they have to move. 25 seconds, the blue is on them.
Digital Chaos has got a nice amount of control over here. They just have to come up and clean up these guys for Luminosity Gaming so that way they don't feed any information to the last remaining person. There's 10 people up and alive. Instantly drops down to 7. 10 seconds before the circle starts closing in. This is going to be really interesting to see how each one of these squads pair off across these hay bales.
Digital Chaos won game number 1, and they're in a great position right now. If they stay just behind this Defilate, they're picking shots off, but Noble continuing to land shot after shot. I should mention Austin from Ghost. He is still alive and creeping his way in. While these 2 teams with 3 members alive engage each other, he is off in the distance. He has a hay bale for cover as well as he creeps his way forward. So Ghost still have the chance as Noble push in. Digital Chaos get knocked. Oh, Austin manages to find the shot onto Fausto. He could play real spoiler here just behind that hay bale. Digital Chaos with just 1 man alive. Austin goes down. Noble now in a great position with Boom. It is Avian and Fausto, the last 2 standing for Digital Chaos. If they can get a man up, and Avian's up.
You can see that Chosen Zygote's trying to crawl forward and feed information.
Jockey's there, he has to take the shot. We can see just up to the left, Interrogate is there. Can't land the shots on Jockeys. Avian manages to down the Chosen Goat. He's been picked off. Noble goes down as well. Digital Chaos now in a prime position. Neither team in the circle, but they do not care. They know where Interrogate is. Boom is down just ahead of him. It's a 1v1 almost as these 2 guys try and trade off. We can see almost everybody's down. Jockeys and Avian, the only 2 standing. Boom goes down. That is it. Digital Chaos will take it. The only team so far in Oakland to take 2 chicken dinners and has that catapulted them up to the top of the table. The final game of the day and the tournament here in Oakland. Who will it be? It is a very interesting drop, straight across Sosnovka and up towards Georgopol. It cuts out a large portion of the eastern map, like Yasnaya. Will we see people challenging for that Milta drop? I'm looking for AAA. They are heading Milta way. Severny, very much open at the moment. FaZe heading that way. AAA also working the way just past that as well. You can see Shadow, his vehicle very much picked off. He's got nowhere to go. The car does go up, but it gives Shadow now the cover. You can see just took behind the wheel.
It's got him covered, but what's he going to do with it? He's so pinned. He knows that he's essentially dead.
He's got Monkey coming in support, so he should be able to get out of there. Monkey's going to drive in and around. They're going to... Oh, Gems, that's risky. He's actually pushing across the open field to try and go for the kill. He's going to have that little bit of cover here as he tries to push around the side. Shadow, I'm looking towards him on the map. What sort of support he has? He's kind of been left alone. The rest of his team have gone into Severny, so he has been completely left on his own here. And remember, AAA, they are in the lead, but Shadow's going down.
The moment that they step towards the coastline, it just goes lighting everybody up, and Tempo Storm being pressed, and look at these shots coming out from Valier.
Gets himself the triple, but Paradox comes in and finishes off, and that is Tempo Storm down, I think. No, Samty is still alive.
Everybody just crawl to Paradox. Res me, please. Res me, please.
Where is Samty? There he comes. Samty's coming round.
Oh.
The brother of Yemty. He's just got one shot to go.
Tempo Storm.
And Tempo Storm get themselves a quad kill, and that will be huge. They're in second place currently in points, and they absolutely needed that.
Tempo Storm's dreams and hopes survive in Samty right now.
Oh, and the circle moves towards Noble and FaZe, and Ghost all just those, and that's going to move everybody. There is no complexes but a single shack in this final circle.
In the final circle, there is also a road and a lot of wide open plains, just a couple of trees. See, the Rex is trying to make his way inside of here. Austin's holding down this backwater location, making sure nobody can get back over there.
Tempo Storm just went down. Samty outside in the blue, so that is Tempo Storm out. Everybody mobilizing. Cloud9 going for the single shack. They're back in center. Cloud9 will try and occupy that. They've had a torrid time. They got themselves a chicken dinner yesterday, but have done absolutely nothing since. TSM on the move. It's Break going in on the UAZ. He's got to try and get himself in past his complex. Wind and Rain piling in. NIP moving in. AAA moving in. Monkey's going to try and run straight in towards them, but it's obviously Smack and Break that we're trying to follow as they move in towards this single shack. Cloud9 trying to occupy it, but TSM, they're going to have to hit the tree on that vehicle. He's going up. Oh, and Break just about survives. The explosion wipes out Smack, I believe, there. AAA still in the points. I'm pretty sure it means they're going to be the champions here at Oakland, but obviously we need to wait a long time before the total points gets totted up as Monkey gets Frolicker just sneaking on by, snaking in the grass. And they're going to keep on watching. He's no reason to take any shots, but everybody that was sitting in the water, that's Ghost Gaming and FaZe sitting on the coastline, they have to get moving in just a moment as the little snake continues in Monkey. Monkey continues to creep forward. He's just going to work his way on the blue. He knows Cloud9's ahead of him as he pushes through. He's got Frexis just to his left on the hillside as Monkey goes down, but he is well inside the top 5, I believe, and that could be a massive, massive finish. And good count for everything. Cloud9 are going huge, though. Chappie gets himself another knock as McCoy gets picked up around the side. It's just Ronin and Cloud9 with Fuzzface tanking through the blue. He's firing the shots off as he goes down. It is the last two standing now. It is Cloud9 versus Ronin.
And a solid 3v3 across from each other. Nobody is inside the circle at the direct time. You can see that we do have a little bit of a building complex that has been set up. Cloud9 is right next to the shack and trying to do a peek around.
Oh, in a very good position. Cloud9, can they be the second team to get 2 chicken dinners here at Oakland? Sadly for them, it hasn't been a very successful time outside of that one game.
He's playing aggro. He's coming off on a side flank on him. It doesn't seem like they're aware of it. And there we go. We see Not a Developer get it down onto this, making this a 3v2. Solid FPS. Looks like he's going to go for a reposition. Shots are coming out. Everybody's ducking down. Back behind us. And we see Solid go down. This is a 3v1 now coming out.
Chappie, the last man standing. He's got to try and peek around. Not a Developer gets the heel off. Duck going for long-range shots there. The Solid FPS goes down. Chappie, can he go huge? You've seen it on his streams many times, but right now he's got to do it in a pro tournament. He gets Not a Developer down, but he's got no time to heal, and he's going to get pushed up on by Mini Fridge Jr., but he just can't find the flank. They're going to go for the grenades, but look at the flank. Chappie comes around the side. Can he get the knock onto Duck? He can. It's down to a 1-on-1 from a 1-on-3 situation. It's Chappie versus Duck. Duck peeking down. He's already been knocked. A grenade right now would be beautiful, but Chappie hasn't got it. He sees the shot. He's going to take it. The taps comes out. It's not quite enough. Just flanks back around the UAZ. He has Jr. in there. Duck did get rest. He's got to get the peek around the side. You can see his teammate trying to block him off with the shots there. Minifin Jr. goes for the peek. And Ronan take it. Ronan get the round. But look at the finishes. FaZe in 3rd place. AAA with a 6th place finish. They didn't get a single kill in there. But it looks like AAA may well be the champions here at Oakland because nobody really challenged them in this game. It wasn't as open and fierce and hopeful as we'd think, with TSM and Tempo Storm effectively getting sandwiched out of the game.
And that's a big influencing factor inside of this. You can see that Ronan came up and they finally do get themselves a win. Nice of them to come out in the last game and make a name for themselves.